compounds though when you're on day number 97 in a row of working.
Oh my God, dude.
That seems to heighten the sensitivity.
I think Jeff needs one of those Mikey Mondays.
He might need a week in Cancun.
I wish. That'd be awesome, except I've spent every penny that I had to my name making these stupid fucking race cars work. Now I can't go anywhere. Literally.
I have to wait till the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Literally spent every fucking dime on it.
Cool. I like it.
I gotta bring Macy's car up here Wednesday so I can tear the motor apart. It's not oiling to the top of the motor. I put it this way, I can take the valve covers off and let it sit there and run all day long.
And never
With no valve
lose
covers.
anything.
Not a fucking no oil anywhere. So we called BAM this morning, the people who make the lifters, because they're on their website, it says, you know, you do not restrict the oil to the lifters with our lifters.
Yeah.
They don't tell you why. They don't tell you anything else. The deal is, you got the lifter body. There's a hole in the side. You've got your little cutout where your oil pressure goes in.
Yeah.
There's an oil in the side that goes down, oils the bushing, the pin, all that kind of shit on the wheel.
Yeah.
There's another little hole in the side that goes in and up to the push rod. That's what sends oil to your push rod. That's how they restrict it. But the only way oil can get in that hole is your clearance of your lifter to the lifter bore. If your lifters are too snug,
if they're too tight, it's not going to let anything
oil
through.
can get in that goddamn hole to go up. Dude, I got one that no fucking oil comes out of. Yeehaw, huh? This looks like so much fun.
Yeah.
I can show you what's up. We'll have a little PSA for everybody that buys BAM lifters. They do make very nice lifters, but their lifters are so well designed that they're very, very precise. And they have a cool way that they go about restricting the oil. So like you don't have to restrict the oil in your block. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it, doesn't flood your valve covers with oil. Because they oil through this hole right here instead of through the main body. They oil through that up into the push rod hole. But if you don't have enough clearance between the lifter bore and that hole right there, barely any oil will get in there to oil the top side of the motor. Because they want you to have a certain amount of clearance. Whatever it is, a couple thou or something, whatever it says. It doesn't say in the box, but it does say if you go searching hard enough on the internet. Don't put it in the box. So their solution is grind a little groove in it.
What's the variance on this groove?
Homeboy said put a 10 thousandths groove. Me and my little CNC machine here are not quite calibrated today for our 10 thousandths. So if our groove happens to be a wee bit much and it oils more to the top of the motor than we need, lucky for us, we have a brand new set of restricted push rods over in the box
Ready to go.
that we bought originally, that we put in there and took back out because it wasn't oiling the top of the motor. So we bought another set of push rods that are unrestricted from Smith Brothers. So now I have two sets of Smith Brothers push rods. Man, just got a lot of spare parts, you know? All kinds of spare parts. Spare parts is all over.
Abundantly.
Thinking about building 2 or 3 more of these engines with all the spare parts that we have. But, you know, if it does oil too much, I can just put the restricted push rod back in and it'll be all right. So I'm trying to not make the groove too deep, but being that our CNC machine has gotten out of calibration.
That's what the Red Bull's for, though, right?
Yeah, give it a shaky hand. And then I'm just taping all this up. It's not even really making very much metal. And then we'll just brake cleaner the poo out of it when we're done. This just kind of helps with our excess metal that we could possibly be getting everywhere. So, we'll hydrate, also known as a sedative for those of you with ADD. We have our assistant, also the car owner, Miss Macy here. She's going to hold the light. And pretty much that's what they want. That's going to save the world right there. But we're going to do it on both sides because we have 2 oil hills. But the man at the BAM says this is the ticket. Got a little aggressive there. Like I said, the CNC machine is out of calibration today, so I do apologize to everybody that watching this very crude attempt at putting grooves in lifters. And there you go.
That will look real nice.
Yeah, you know, we're getting better at it. But yes, the CNC machine's starting to come around.
You know, I hear once
Well,
they warm
you know
up,
what
they
it
perform
needs
better.
is it's got to have a little lube in between rounds.
Makes sense.
Red Bull makes everything better. I'm just going to tell y'all that right now. So all you kids out there, anybody the age of 5 and up, I do advocate at least 5 to 7 Red Bulls a day. Man, Mikey never said a word yesterday. Hey, he pushed that car out and he pushed it back in last night. Never said a word. I don't guess did you not post it?
Yeah, I posted it.
I guess he didn't see it. Due to how much clearance you got in the lifter board. So apparently we don't have enough.
Is that why it looks like that around the top?
And it's kind of, you know, hey, we don't look at that. What's up, man? Am I, dude, am I go back there and like pick out the fish eyes in your paint, son? Come on now. God, dog, I thought we was tight. I'm just thankful for NASCAR. Let's get an access panel right there, boys, because you never know between lap 228 and 244, we're going to need to throw some lifters in old girl on caution.
I'm gonna go back here and make brown paint.
I love brown paint, Doug. Doug does make absolutely the best brown paint in all of the city.
Awesome.
Mike is pulling that freaking Chevy 2 in and out of the...
Yeah, dude, it's at like 60-something thousand right now.
60,000 views of literally pulling it from the parking place to right here. And most of the views are, tell me what that cam is, and the other ones are, hey, you got a light out in the front. And then me calling it a street... The lights? Yeah. All the lights work, yeah.
Oh,
well,
Excuse
me.
Aside from one.
Aside from the left front parking light on the front bumper, the bulb's out. And I do apologize to everybody when I said it was a street car and I'm violating the law driving around with the park light out. And then I said it's a street car, and you got guys on there that are commenting going, well, you've got slicks on that car. That's illegal on the street. I'm like, the whole car's illegal on the street. It's like, bro, ease up, okay? You don't have any mufflers. That's a violation. You're going to get a noise ordinance violation. Man, would you stop? to me, if you can drive it on the, if I got a big enough tank, I can get home. It's a street car. I don't care, dude. I don't care if it's got a freaking, you know, a
Just a frame with
yeah, like a 4.9 Noonan with a freaking giant PSI blower and stuff. If I got a big enough tank to get the house, I'm a street car. All day, every day, it's a street car. They be hot in the summertime.
You got roll down windows?
I got roll down windows.
Currently, the windows on mine don't even work, so
That's a street car.
I just get wind all the time.
That's what she's always complaining
Wind
about.
and fucking dirt and tire bits.
This one doesn't have roll down windows. Obviously, this is not a street car because it doesn't have roll down windows.
Did you put this on there?
Oh my God, you don't have the roll down windows or you're gonna suffocate. How are you gonna get air? Turn the air conditioner on, son. Got AC, got heat, it's got everything you need. Electric seats, steering wheel warmer, everything.
Creature comforts.
It's got it all.
Couple of cup holders.
I do have a
It
cup
actually
holder.
does have cup holders in there.
I just noticed. It's my proudest purchase.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I can't wait to see. In fact, I'm gonna stand next to the car, so when it leaves, I'm gonna watch that water bottle end up in the back there. Well, they make it hard on you too, man. That offset one.
Oh,
And they're not real-
right there on that side.
Yeah, they're not real deep, so they jump out real easy. So you gotta be mega careful, like when you're putting all this stuff back on. See, like I'll probably just push that out
Y'all are supposed to have this on the track this weekend or next weekend?
Sunday.
Sunday. XRP.
Yeah, just for to test, see if all this crap's gonna work.
I like